Alright, morning everyone. So we're all back to normality now after that little break that we had down in Bustleton. It was last week, but by the time you guys see the video, it'll be a couple of weeks. We've only got, that's about all she's going to get for today. What is it, about 17? Yeah, 17, 16. Alfie. Alf. Hey. Alf. Everyone's looking at you. Stop. He's on some new cream. We actually went to the vet for Dexter the other day. When was it? Thursday, something. My missus had the rest of that week off. I had the rest of the week off, so we had a bit of time to do some running around. He's got red paws. Let's have a look, mate. So you can see his fur. It's a little bit brown, and she thinks that's saliva staining because he licks, but I've never hardly ever, very rarely, never catch him licking. This one here licks a lot, and he doesn't have any brown on his fur at all. You can see him there. He's fine. So I don't know what the go is. Anyway, we went for him. He got his vaccination. I asked what the brown stuff was. She said he licks, and I said I've never caught him licking, but okay. I said our other dog licks constantly, has been on tablets. These tablets, every time I buy them, they go up in price. They're currently at $3 a tablet, and he's got to take one a day. So $300 for 100 tablets. Yeah, getting a bit ridiculous. I don't mind spending the money if they work, but they don't work. He's been on them probably his whole life, pretty much. He's 4 years old almost. And sometimes they work, sometimes he's really bad, sometimes he's really good. So anyway, we ran out, or I've got like 30 tablets left, and I just went, look, I'm going to stop him. I'll keep 30 just in case we need to go back on him if he gets really, really bad. But otherwise, I'm just going to stop him because he's still licking. So we stopped him, and he actually got a bit better. I don't think it's the tablets causing the problem, but they're just not doing anything. So yeah, we stopped them. Anyway, so then went to the vet for him, told him about that. Because every time I've been there and he's had licking paws, they said, yeah, you got to put him on Apoquel tablets. That's what the name of the tablets are. And, okay, no worries. Yeah, put him on. Oh, how's he going? Yeah, he's all right. But, whatever. And they don't actually say if that doesn't work. So anyway, I've started going to a vet, which is like literally just where the shops are, just here, very close. And they're really, really attentive there. Like, they don't mind talking about your other dog while you're there with the other dog, if you know what I mean. A lot of vets, they'll either charge you 2 consultations or they'll charge you extra if you go in with too many problems with one dog, or you go in with one dog and start talking about another dog. So yeah, they're really good there, and they always give you tips on how to fix things. So you don't have to keep going to the vet. They don't want you there, which is a bit unusual for a vet. All the other ones I've tried, they just want you to keep coming back, but these guys are really good. The same place, different vet, told me about the alcohol spray you buy from the chemist for, like, if you go swimming, you get water in your ears, you can spray the spray and it gets rid of the water in your ears. He said, yeah, that's a good idea, because he used to get ear infections all the time after his, well, I don't know if it was from his bath, but that's the only time he's exposed to water, is when he has his bath, once a week bath. So yeah, gave him, went there because he was on about his 3rd ear infection. This is the first time I've been to this vet about it. He actually looked in his ears, cleaned his ears out, and then said, look, most of the time ear infection is from them getting water in their ears. Best thing, after the bath, go and get this stuff. It's like $11, lasts you about a year, because you only need 1 spray per ear, and just every time I give it about 20 minutes after their bath, and then spray it in there. And touch wood, over a year, he hasn't had another ear infection since. And the ears don't even smell. Normally their ears smell. If you smell a dog's ears, you can smell them. Their ears don't even smell anymore, which is really good. When he got the ear infection, the smell was absolutely disgusting, and he'd be walking around and bouncing off walls like he was drunk. It must muck around with their inner ear and their balance and things like that. It's really bad to see. So touch wood, he's been really good. So anyway, she put us onto this. We went there about him and told him about him, and she put us onto this cream. I said, Apoquel doesn't work, and she goes, oh, if it doesn't work, that's okay. That's not your only option. There's this cream. It's only $30 instead of $300. And she goes, you only got to put it on twice a week. She goes, probably for the first week, do it every second day, but then after that, knock it back down. It's a cortisol cream or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. So we've been doing that every second day because it's still less than a week since we've been there, and he's been pretty good. He's still licking, but he's like 80%, 60 to 80% less licking than what he normally does. Before it was like any time he was by himself or you just take your eyes off him for a little bit, he's licking, or he come home from work and his paw's all wet, you know, where he's been gnawing at his paw for the last hour. So yeah, hopefully it works out. Oh yeah, you probably can't see too well. I've got all the chairs out, but we've done the garden up a little bit. Just remulched it. We trimmed all the trees back first. Got some new ornaments, got some funky mushrooms and a funky ball, disco ball, mushroom and a mushroom up the back there. Remulched it all, gave it a really good clean up. Yeah, trimmed all this back, trimmed that massive, I hated that plant that was there, so that pretty much filled our bin. We got a green bin over there that's just for leaf vegetation and stuff, and that tree almost filled that bin up. So then we had to go over to rubbish bags. We had my folks and my sister and brother-in-law and their kids over yesterday for dinner, and everybody left with a garbage bag full of leaves to put in their or trees, whatever these things are, to put into their green bin, because ours was full. It's not full at the moment, but we only get it emptied every 2 weeks. So they only come every 2 weeks, and it's not coming this week. So we did it on a Thursday, filled the bin up, put it out. 10 minutes later, the guy came and took the bin. So I don't like leaving leaves in there for 2 weeks, because especially these succulents, they just turn to like a gloop. It's you got to wash the bin out. It takes you 20 minutes to wash the bin out. So yeah, that's why I put them in on the Thursday, and 10 minutes later they were gone. So all good. But yeah, if they were going to stay in there for 2 weeks, it'll be like a goo down the bottom. They all disintegrate. They've got so much water in them. But we still have a bit more. Couldn't get rid of it all. So we've got a couple boxes and one bag left over. So that'll be enough to fill that bin up on next Thursday, not this Thursday, next Thursday, when it's green bin day. And they'll go in, and that way they're only in there for a couple of hours, and boom, then I can just quickly rinse the sand out of it, and she's good to go. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna quickly just spray some degreaser. I just bought some degreaser. You would have seen it there, me filling up that thing. Went to my cleaning supply shop around the corner, because I've been doing. My niece and nephew got their first car. I did mention it in another video, so I won't talk too much about it. I'm not making any videos about it. I probably should have done it. I didn't realise they showed me their cars, but it was at night time, and I didn't realise how dirty they were. And when she brought it over here, it's a 2013 Golf. VW Golf, and there was drill bits and tube of super glue in there, and stuck in between the seat rails and stuff. So it took a while. We spent about 6 hours on Thursday doing the inside. That was shampoo carpets, shampoo seats, really good vacuum, really good. I got the steam cleaner out, chased all the cracks in the dash. I think the previous owner had spilt coffee. It had a really bad smell in the car that they were just going through cans of spray, like air freshener spray, and they just couldn't get rid of it. So yeah, we gave it a really good clean, spent 6 hours just on the interior, and got rid of the smell. I did shampoo carpet, shampoo seats, all-purpose cleanup on every hard surface, then steam cleaned it all, then did the ozone treatment, so it copped it big time, and it smells beautiful in there. Well, it doesn't smell at all. That's the whole point of that ozone. It just kills all smell, and you go in the car and it doesn't smell of anything unless she goes and puts like an air freshener, girly air freshener up or something like that. That's all it's going to smell like. You won't get any bad smells anymore, so that's good. Then she came over Friday because, like I said, I had the week off, and she was doing exams for school, so she had Thursday and Friday off. So then she came over Friday in the morning about 10 o'clock, and we started doing the outside, and that's why I had to go and buy some more of that degreaser that you just saw. That's what I use to wash the outside. I don't use that all the time. That's only to strip whatever's on the car, get it right back to bare paint. Then we did clay bar, using that stuff as a lube for the clay bar. then you rinse it, then we did it again. It probably got washed about 4 or 5 times, come up really nice, but it needs a polish. So we started polishing it, but then it started raining, then it stopped, and then we go again, and then you got to dry the car off, and then it started raining again 10 minutes later. So I just sent her home. I just said, look, she's got school holidays coming up pretty soon. So we'll just get onto it. We'll attack it on the school holidays on a weekend when she's got the day off and I've got the day off. Finish polishing it and get the ceramic coat put on it, and then that's her car done. Then the nephew should be getting his car back this week. It's at the panel shop, the same panel shop that our i20 got repainted at. He's getting his Lancer repainted. He got a really good deal on it, and that's why he knew kind of what we paid to get our car repainted, and I wouldn't have bought the car, but it's his first car. He only had a certain amount of money. Mechanically, it's really good. They just spent a lot of money on it to fix it, but they got the car for a really good, like a steel, massive steel. So it's actually worth pumping a bit of money, $2,000 into the panel and paint, and then I think about $1,000 they spent on shocks and a service, just getting everything up to date. The car hadn't been looked after, but it was in good condition, kind of mechanically, if you know what I mean. The interior is pretty trashed, but it's not ripped. It's just dirty. It's just not been looked after, but everything's there. It's not missing anything. It's not broken or anything like that. So for the price they paid for it, it's kind of a good deal and worth doing. So once they've got brand new panel and paint and they've spent $1,000 on mechanical issues, it's still cheaper than what you would buy one with that similar kilometres, and his is going to be mechanically A1 and brand new paint job. So you got to kind of think about it that way, because not all cars are worth pumping $3,000 into it as soon as you buy them, especially for a boy's first car, you know. So yeah, his car he'll need the interior. We'll probably need 6 hours on the interior for his car as well. Apparently his doesn't have a smell, but it's pretty filthy. But the outside's going to be brand new, so not even going to polish it. It'll just get the degrease to strip it right back, alcohol wipe and ceramic coat, and that's it. So yeah, I promised him years ago. I said, when you get your first car, I'll give you a hand doing all that. So all good. But yeah, my back, I'm still paying for it now. Today's Monday, and I did that Thursday, Friday, and between doing that and then finishing that, I'm helping the missus do the garden, lifting bags of mulch up, and I'm still paying for it now. I get to about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just got to sit down. My back's starting to seize up. So yeah, but I'm gonna keep going until she gets home today. She'll be home soon, but I want to give this a good wash over. This is getting sold, so this is our outdoor table that we normally have in this area. So we moved it out here after everybody left. We just put it here so that way I could wash it down. And then I'll wash this down. I'm going to spray all this with degreaser, because this once a year I normally clean through here. Give it a blowout. I'll get the blower now, just quickly blow that. Then just spray some degreaser on the floor. It's not too bad. There's a couple stains here. People drop stuff, whatever. But it's pretty good. I didn't do it too long ago, actually. It was probably less than a year ago that I did it. But yeah, every year at least I like to spray around where the barbie is, just with the degreaser, and then flush it all out. So that'll come up nice. We'll use exactly the same stuff on this. Degrease this, get it all nice, then get the blower, dry it all off. Then when my missus gets back, we'll put it back here, set it all up with the cushions are all over there, and take some photos and whack it on Marketplace. So that'll go. We've bought a new one. It's a little bit different. It's not this wicker. I'm over the wicker. I really did like it, but this is 12 years old. This is as old as we bought it. I think we actually bought this before we had the house, and then got it delivered. We rang them up and said, yeah, we'll take delivery, and got it delivered here when we moved in. But it's in good nick. It's got a couple scratches on it's glass. But yeah, the new one, this is 1200 wide. The new one's only 1 metre wide, so it's 200mm narrower, and it's 300mm longer, but it's still an 8-seater. So, and the chairs aren't as bulky as these. That was the main thing. When you got 3 chairs down the sides, you just chair to chair, and if you need to get out, you've got to push right back, or the person next to you has to move so you can get out, and it's just a pain. It seemed like a good idea at the time to get an extra wide table, because we got the space for it, but it's just not necessary. So yeah, we've gone narrower, longer, still an 8-seater. The chairs don't have any cushions on them, the new ones. So there's no we get a heap of dust here. We got a lot of bushland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses and a double carriageway road, and then there's just bush. So yeah, if it's an easterly and it's in winter's not too bad because the rain keeps it down, but in summer you can come out here and get the blower and there's just plumes of black dust just going around everywhere. So this thing cops it. And then if you've got material cushions, that you go and shake them and it's gross, and you just go, I've got to sit on that. So yeah, that's what we thought. We'd get chairs that don't have cushions but are still quite comfortable. They got arms on them as well, so that was one thing I wanted, was arms on the chairs like these ones. Some you can get without arms, but nah, not for me. And same with the table is, I don't know what it's made of. I think it's aluminium, powder coated aluminium, so no rust. The chairs are plastic, all plastic, the legs, everything. It's like a one-piece molded. No, it's not this style, it's much nicer than that. It's the same color as this pretty much. But yeah, one-piece molded plastic chairs with holes in them as well so that you don't get too hot. The table is powder coated aluminium, and then it's got that plastic wood look. It looks like wood, but it's actually like plastic. So no rusting issues. It can literally stay there. I'll get the hose out and you can just rinse it in its spot. You don't have to move it out here, and you don't have to take cushions off and all that kind of gear. So yeah, that'll be good. And this is the last day also that I'm going to be using this thing. It's not going to get, I'll probably keep it. It's in good nick. The only thing I don't like about this is the hose. It's only 9 meters and it's this real stiff, I don't know, polyethylene. I'm not sure what it is, but it bundles up. The drama is it's how it's stored. It's stored too tightly on that reel. Yeah, and it's just got a memory, and all it ever wants to do is go back to that shape, no matter if it's on the ground. It's a pain. So yeah, so that's going to go. I'm getting my new one, which is a big boy. I can't remember the model number, but it's not the Duo. It's the top of the Wazza one. I thought I'd just do it properly, splash out, buy one pressure washer. That's going to last me for forever. Hopefully it lasts forever. It's serviceable. It's got rebuildable pump, everything like that. It's a brushless motor as well. I can't remember what it's a big. The brand is Big Boy. I think it's an Ultra Pro or something like that, or Pro Ultra. I'll find it, put a screenshot up. But yeah, 13mm hose, stainless steel braided hose as well. That doesn't get reeled up like that, so it should stay nice and flat and straight on the ground. Comes with a short gun, a wand, and a foam cannon as part of the kit, and that's rocking up tomorrow. It's only 1800 psi. That's 2,500. You don't need 2,500 to wash cars, so that's why I'm thinking I'll keep that one, because that's handy for doing this kind of stuff, the brick paving. I do have a bit of work for it coming up anyway over here. Yeah, so that one's 2,500, 7 litres a minute. My new one's 1,800 psi at 8.5 litres. But you can see all the moss growing all the way down. This is a yearly thing. I do this every year. But then also, if you have a good look here, in between all the bricks, there's moss growing, everywhere. So that's stopping the rain from draining away, and it kind of bundles up, floods a little bit here. So I do have like the circle whizzy things that you connect to this, patio cleaners or deck cleaners, whatever they are. I've done it before, worked really well, but it makes a mess, an absolute mess, because that moss just goes everywhere. So I'm definitely going to do it in the next time we get a stretch of some good weather. I'll put a screenshot in now. We've got about 6 days of rain coming, constant rain. So it's not going to happen this week, because if I do it, it's I'm not doing it today because I can actually feel my back now starting to go. So it's not going to happen today or tomorrow. Then it's going to be raining for 6 days. So hopefully by the time that little rain shower ends, I'm all back to 100%, and then I can do it. But yeah, I don't want to kick it all up with the patio cleaner, not clean it up, and then it rains, and then it's all just going to get blocked back in, and then I've got to do it again. So it's a bit of an effort because there's nowhere where you can just hose the scrap. There's no grass down there, as you can see. So anything that it dislodges, you've got to sweep up. So yeah, it's a bit of an effort. So yeah, hey, stop licking, mate. He just needs he's like a smoker. He just needs something. If you give him a toy to munch on, that'll take his attention away from his paw. So yeah, that's about all that's on the cards this week. Is I'll make a different video tomorrow or the next day, depending on what time the pressure washer rocks up. But I definitely want to hard mount it in the garage. Find somewhere to put the hose, in some big coils, so we don't get this same problem here. I'm not going to get a hose reel mounted for it so that it does exactly what this one does. So yeah, we'll do that. Hard mount the pressure washer. I've got a nice spot for it, kind of right where my hose and power point is at the moment. So that way it's like just connected all the time, and it's very easy to. You literally just lean over, turn it on, turn the water on, and boom, off you go. You're washing a car. You're not coming out the back here, grabbing this thing, undoing a hose, and yeah, it's just a lot easier. It doesn't sound like a lot, but since doing that vacuum cleaner, I've used that vacuum cleaner since it's hung up there in probably 3 months. I've used it more in 3 months than probably the 7 years that I've owned the thing. It was just too much hassle. I'd always come inside and get the Dyson battery one and do that, and that doesn't do it nearly as good job as the plug-in one. So that's his new trick. He was showing everyone off yesterday, jumping up there. Don't know who taught him that. Probably me. But yeah, that's his new trick. So anyway, what's that? 23 minutes of jibber jabber. So let's connect this thing up to a hose and spray some foam around. I'm not going to scrub it. They're pretty clean. Yeah, I'm only just doing it just so. I don't like selling dirty things. So yeah, I'm only just doing it so that when the new person comes to have a look at it, at least it looks 100% clean, and I know it's clean. And yeah, I don't like doing things like that. So yeah, let's give her a spruce up. Okay, that's the first time using that stuff. You can actually hear the bubbles popping. That's I didn't put any extra detergent in that. That's just straight off. I didn't do the backs of the chairs, but it's got a lot. It's almost too concentrated. I'm just going to dilute it, and then I'll have enough to do everything in the one bottle. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff that you can actually smell. It's quite strong. Where's the gun? Oh. This is what I mean about this hose. It is so annoying. Even my hang on to. Even my niece, when I told her, I said, when you come back to do your car, I'll have a new pressure washer, because she goes, what's wrong with this one? I said, I don't like the hose. She goes, you're weird, She said, they're always giving me stuff because I'm a bit OCD about things like that. And I said, no, it's just really annoying, She goes, it doesn't mean you got to buy a whole new machine. And then anyway, we started washing the car and she almost tripped over and fell over because of the, because of the hose. And she goes, yeah, get rid of this. This is not good. So she, yeah, it sounds a bit excessive, but when you actually deal with it, you understand what I'm talking about. So you'll see this hose, perfect example. If I undo it all, so you get little kinks like that you can't get out. Yep. Oh, it's actually tied itself into a knot, has it? Yep. I don't know how I did that. You go inside? Come on. You go inside. Come. Yeah, so you kind of untwist it all. So it's all good. Actually, I think I did show this in the video when we came back from Busselton. And then you know, you come back over here to do something and there she goes. She's all, you're just fighting it. It just makes it harder than what it has to be. See, I've already undone it once and here it goes again. And that's it. That is all I'm going to do. I'm not even going to really rinse it too much. I'll just spray a bit of clean water on it, really. You can see there's no bubbles left there now, but you can smell it, so it's there doing something. But we'll start rinsing these tables off. Oh, you can actually hear it, how clean it is. See, that one doesn't do anything. Probably saying just get the hose and do it, but the hose doesn't reach here. That's one thing I kind of regret, was getting a 10-meter hose. I'll get to about here. It won't get down there, and I don't want to stand here and do it because then it'll just wet all the barbecue on the door. So that's okay. I think that's it. I'll just get the blower quickly and blow all this off. All right. That'll do, just a quickie. I do have a squidgy. I think that's what it's called. I think it's in here. All right, pretty impressive, that stuff, actually. For, you know, I didn't scrub it. Not, oh yeah, that's nice. And then it's still a little bit wet, but These always feel oily. For some reason that stuff's just stripped all the oil off it now. It's probably oil from the barbecue, you know, he gets it over the years, builds up. But you can hear it. It's never done that before, so that's awesome. I've used all bleach and all sorts of stuff on this and scrubbed it with brooms and everything, and yeah, never come that clean, so that's good. So yeah, she'll be home soon. Give me a hand, pick that up. It's not very heavy, but it's one sheet of glass. If I pick it up and flex it, it's going to break, and then that's it, we can't sell it. So might as well just wait till she gets back. This will kind of dry out a little bit, put it back to where it was, put all the chairs back, put the cushions back, take some nice photos, and yeah, that'll be it. And that blower's going really good. I'm pretty impressed with that. It's the only thing from Ego I've got. I'm no Ego fanboy, so you see there, it's only got the one battery, but I've done the whole house. I've done a car. Yeah, and when I say whole house, I mean all the way down there, all the way through here, the grass, all of that, all the front, the driveway, half the road. I actually walk out onto the road and make sure that it just doesn't, if I just blow it to the curb, it's just going to come back. So I go almost to the centre line and blow it all back over to the park, and then all this path. I've done my niece's car to dry it as well, and then what you've seen here, and it's still got a bar left. So yeah, I mean, that is the big battery. I think they do one bigger than that. It's a 5 amp hour. I think they do a 10. The 10 would be way too heavy. That's borderline too heavy, but I'm getting used to it. Oh yeah, so probably in the pressure washer video, the new one that's rocking up tomorrow, in that video we will do an install of that, hard mounting it. So kind of funny story, but I got a little washing machine there to wash all the car washing rags, because I've got a microfiber wash there. It's just easier to do it. Because of all the detailing that I've done lately, I had a whole heap of rags built up here. So anyway, had the washing machine going. You got to fill it up through the tap. It just has a hose that connects to the tap, and then it fills it up. I don't know what it was, but something belonged in the detailing shed, you know, the little shed down the side there, and the tap was running, and it only just turned it on. So it takes like 5 minutes to fill it up. So I thought, yeah, I'll leave it to fill up. I'll go down there. And then I thought to myself, I'm going to get sidetracked. I'm going to forget, and this thing's going to overflow. And I was like, no, I'm only going to the shed. No worries. I'll remember. Anyway, got down there. My niece asked me a question. Showed her what it was. Stuffed around inside for a bit. Started raining again, so I thought, look, I'll take you now, well, just before it starts raining real heavy. So, because she can't drive, she's only on her L plates, so I had to drive her back to her house, which is like a couple streets away. You know, I stayed there, told her, you know, leave the mats out because they were wet and this and that. Walked back, and my missus was waiting for me at the front door, and she goes, quick, there's been an emergency. And I thought something happened to one of the dogs or something. I was like, what's going on? She goes, your shed's flooded. I was like, oh no. I knew exactly, as soon as she said that, I knew exactly what happened. Yeah, it tripped the power. So I think the water must have run back into the control thing, because there's no power on the ground. It's all up. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's the only power that would have got wet. So yeah, the lights were off. It tripped the box here. So, you know, I was buggered by that stage because I've been doing the 6-hour detail on the car, and then had to come in here, everything out on this side. This slab runs this way. I made them run it this way towards the fence where it can drain, if it ever flooded in here, which that's it. That's the most amount of water that's ever been in here. It was kind of like halfway up to the compressor, up to that, you know, this corner. So yeah, everything out, toolboxes out, bike out. These two things had to come out. I can't move that because that's plumb to water, so yeah, that couldn't come out. And then got the mopped up, you know, what we could. And then I got my dehumidifier, that stayed in for 2 days. You know, all this carpet got wet. Yeah, it was just a disaster. But it had a good thing, because that's where I was getting to. By doing that, these were behind there. I wouldn't have never known. 100 kilos each these brackets, 400 by 360, 3.5 mil thick. So they're going to be plenty to hang the pressure washer on. And I'm not sure if I'm actually going to even bother putting a base just yet. I don't know. I may just strategically mount these on the wall so that they're at the right spacing to pick up the bolt points or the feet points on the pressure washer. So, and not even have to have a shelf. Because if you put a shelf, then you're going to have to strap the pressure washer to the shelf because it's going to shake with the vibration, and I don't want it falling off because my car's right underneath it. So if I can, Dynabolt this to the wall, and then somehow bolt the pressure washer to the bracket with no shelf, that'll be the best case scenario. So we'll see how we go, but I'm not sure until I get it. I don't know what mounting points it has or if any, or I'm not sure. So yeah, it may be a shelf job and then strap the machine to the shelf, or it might be direct bolt to the bracket. Not too sure yet. I also ordered, I don't know, I think they're in the garage. I also ordered another foam cannon from Amazon. So this foam cannon here, I'm pretty much going to dedicate to snow foam. It's okay. The only thing it doesn't, you've seen the foam that comes out of it, like really good. The only thing I don't like about it is this little thing here that you've got to get a funnel. You would have seen me do it with that chemical there. You have to get a funnel. You can't. It's just too small. And the foam. Actually, no. I'll probably dedicate that one to the ceramic coat that you do at the end of a wash, and you don't do it every time. That might do, because that'll be the least used one then, and then that way you're not dealing with that small little nozzle. I bought an extra foam cannon, plus I'm getting another foam cannon with the new pressure washer, and they're both wide mouth ones. So you don't need a funnel. You can just, you got plenty of room to just pour stuff in. One of them will be for snow foam pre-wash. One of them will be for the car shampoo, which is actually doing the washing and UV inhibitors and things like that. And then that one there with the skinny mouth will be the I don't even know what it's called. It's just it's got no foam or anything. It's like almost the opposite to foam. It's really slick and it just sits on top. You put it on with a foam cannon. You only put like 50 mils and then a litre of water in the foam cannon, and then spray it on 4 or 5 minutes, rinse it off, and it leaves the best, simplest, easiest coating on your car, and it lasts apparently about 3-4 months. So it's not something you got to do after every wash, so that's why I'll probably use that one for that. So that'll be good, because currently I've only got the one foam cannon currently. I've got to go and sit down. Hang on a tick. Yeah, had to sit down. My back's about to go. So, so what I was saying is I've only got the one foam cannon at the moment, and so if you mix up your snow foam, normally for my wagon I'd mix up the whole litre, and you'd use the whole litre, but on the two other little cars you don't need a litre. So, but sometimes you just do it, and then you've still got over a quarter left, kind of thing, almost half left. And because you need to use it to that same foam cannon, because I've only got the one, I've now got to use it to put the soap on the car. I just end up wasting half a litre of it. So this way, if you don't use it all, you just unclick it, click in the next snow foam cannon with the soap in it. If you use it, you use it. If not, it stays in there for the next car. Just shake it up and off you go. So really good. So yeah, what I ended up buying off Amazon, I'll put a screenshot in, is like a stainless steel panel, and it's got 3 quick connects welded to it. So that way you can hang your snow foam, the bit that normally clicks into your gun clicks onto this panel. So that way they're always there. So I'll find a spot for them somewhere near the pressure washer, and that way they're always hanging up, ready to go. And you can just, that way, before you even start detailing, you can fill them, all 3 of them up, ready to rumble, and you're not stopping, because it is especially for me, I've got to do it outside in the sun. If it's a cloudy day like today, it's not too bad. You don't have to rush too much, but if you're out in the sun in summer, you've got to be on top of it. So having one snow foam cannon is, the car's starting to dry out, get water spot marks on it, and and you're rinsing out the foam cannon so you can go to the next chemical. So this should work out good. And the foam cannon, I've already got it from Amazon. They were like next day delivery. So yeah, new foam cannon. I'll put a picture in, and this plate, stainless steel plate that you screw to the wall with the 1/4-inch quick connects. Just a foam cannon storage thing. That's all it is. That's it. So it should be good tomorrow. Hopefully it comes like it's here when I get back from work, and we can whack it in depending on the weather. We'll see. Otherwise, because what I'll have to do is take my car out anyway, the wagon, take that out, leave it out on the garage, on the driveway, and that way we've got that room. There's no way I'll be able to work around the car. The car won't be able to be in the garage. So yeah, it's either going to happen tomorrow afternoon or Wednesday morning, but doesn't matter for you guys. You'll see the video when it comes out. We'll go from there. But otherwise, that's about it. I'm going to let these things dry. The missus will be home in like an hour. So, yeah. Like I said, put it back there. A few snaps, chuck it up on Marketplace. Hopefully get rid of that. This table and chairs we bought about a month and a half ago. It was a long time ago, but they're not in here. They're waiting for the container to rock up. So they did say mid to late this month, and it is currently the 16th of June. So yeah, bang on the start, kind of best case scenario. We were going to get it kind of this week, but it should be next week or the week after that we get it. They're pretty bang on. We've bought this table outdoor setting here, actually came from the same mob that we bought this new one off. And I'm sure there's been something else that we've bought as well, and they've told us things, and it's rocked up bang on time. So yeah, they're pretty good. They buy in high volumes, so I think they kind of have a good idea of when things are going to rock up. So yeah, I don't want this here when we get the new one. I want this gone in the next week or so, and then that way when the new one comes, it can go in that spot. It's not, I've got to this has to live out here in the sun until we sell it, and it doesn't look good when people come and and it's been in the sun. They think it stays in the sun all the time when it's not. It's under the shade there all the time. But anyway, let's leave it at that. I think quick walk around. I don't think there's anything else going on. No, I think that's it. Scooters, we're giving the scooters a break. So there's been a couple really bad incidents lately. One of the guys from the Facebook page that I'm a member of about the scooters, WA Scooter Enthusiasts it's called, he actually died probably 2 weeks ago now, week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I never met him, but he actually worked at a scooter shop that we've got here in Perth. He was right into them. Anytime someone had questions, I'm stuck got a flat tire, I'm stuck here. I'm on my way. I'm coming now. I'll give you a handshake. They are they're not as easy as a bike to change a tire on because they're so small. There's a sequence of things you need to do to them. But yeah, he was always the first to help out and do whatever. So bit of a shame. So yeah, he got wiped out by a truck, I think it was, down in Fremantle. So yeah, it wasn't good. And then that was a Thursday night or a Wednesday night, and then on the weekend, I think if you look for it in the news, you'll find it. But a British tourist lady was on a hire, because we got the hire scooters here as well. So she was drunk. She wasn't wearing a helmet. She had two people on the scooter, and she was doing 25 k's an hour, but she was on a footpath, so you should have been doing 10. So she's broken 4 rules out of about 6 or 7. There's not many rules to follow, and she's broken more than half of them. Asian fellow was walking in front of her, and she's hit him, and he's fallen. Must have really hit his head on the concrete. And same thing, he died 2 days later or a day later. They turned off the machine, and there was just nothing. So the cops are all over it. They've banned hire scooters, which is a bit ridiculous, but I'm glad that they've done it. But like if someone got drunk and hired a car, like a hire car, and killed someone, they're not going to ban hire cars. But anyway, they're an eyesore. They're pretty much litter. They're just littered everywhere through the city. You're tripping over them. You know, you ride your scooter down the footpath doing everything right. You've got to go on the road to get around them because someone's tipped them over and kicked them over. Apparently there's heaps of them in the Swan River, so they can't be good for the Swan River, throwing lithium batteries in the water. So yeah, I'm glad they're gone, but not for that reason. So yeah, so we'll give it a break for a bit. That scooter, my other scooter's fully legal. This one's not, so I'm not going to be riding this one for a while. Apparently it's all over the news. might go and switch the news on now on the radio, on the Talkback Radio AM channel. Apparently I hope they don't ban them, because then Perth will be the nanny state, as it has a reputation of being. It'll be the only state that they've banned them in. I don't think they've banned them anywhere throughout the world. They've banned scooters. I'm not sure. Maybe Japan or something like that. I think might be illegal in Japan. But yeah, I hope they don't go down that route. But anyway, we'll see what happens. But yeah, a bit of a shame that, you know, the guy that I kind of knew that died, no details have come out about what happened, whether he was doing anything wrong. They never mentioned it, but soon as this other lady that killed this guy on the footpath, that was the first thing they mentioned, was she wasn't wearing a helmet, she was drunk, you know, speeding, 2 people on a scooter, you know, all that kind. They made a big deal about it, whereas this other guy, they didn't. From what I hear, he was just crossing a road and the truck didn't see him and drove straight over him. So yeah, not sure. But yeah, so yeah, scooters are on the download. Well, that one is anyway. Like I said, my other one's fully legal. We took them out on the week yesterday. Went out for brekkie. Had a nice ride, and everyone leaves you alone on those ones because they're like single stem, you know, fully legal. Everyone knows that they're all good. The only thing I've modified on it is put a bigger battery, but it doesn't make it go any faster. It still only does 25. It just gives you extra range. It's just like adding a bigger fuel tank. That's all it does. So yeah, that's all I've done to it. But yeah, that's about it on that front. The bike I've got to get out because my back's been playing up a lot. I just can't sit on a bike, but hopefully it'll get better soon. And yeah, I'll be able to take the bike out. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's coming up. Apart from the pressure washer, we'll get onto that either Tuesday or Wednesday. Give that a try. I've got no cars to wash. That's the only thing. But we'll give it I'll just put a bit of soap in and we'll just spray it on something, and we'll see how nice the foam. I want to see what the difference is, because like I said, mine's higher. The one I've got now is a higher PSI but lower litres per minute, whereas the one I'm getting, the new one, is more suited to car detailing, is lower PSI. It's only 1800 PSI, but it's 8.5 litres a minute. So it's like almost 2 litres better a minute of water. So we'll see what that makes a difference. That was one of my reasons, because I know this one I've got now has got way too much pressure. It's a bit ridiculous for cleaning cars. If you're cleaning mud or full drives, then yeah, sweet, it's no dramas. But even then, it's the flow you want to just wash it all away. Whereas this one, it's pretty much, you know, 300-400 mil. You've got a lot of pressure water hitting the surface, which is probably too much. And then if you come back any more than that, it's literally a mist of high pressure mist. There's no volume of water in it to actually do anything. It just blows the foam away. It doesn't actually wash the foam away. So yeah, I'm hoping this one I'll be able to notice a difference. It bloody better be, because it wasn't cheap. I was contemplating getting the one down, the Duo. They do 3. They do like an upright gurney style one, but it's almost the same specs as my gurney, so I might as well kept it. Plus I didn't like the hose on it. Then they do a Duo, which is like 7.5 litres. It's very similar. It's lower PSI, 7.5, 8 litres a minute. I can't remember. But you know, brushless, rebuildable pump, and the better hose. It's got the same hose as what I'm getting. It might have only been 10 or 9 metres though. And then with the Pro Kit, the one I'm getting is 8.5 litres a minute, 1800 PSI, 13 metre hose, stainless steel braided hose, really good gun, a wand extension. You know, you're getting everything. So I thought, I'm going to splash out and get that. It'll be the last pressure washer I buy, hopefully. better be. Yeah, but they got good reviews and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see how we go with that. But yeah, can't wait till tomorrow. Give it a shot. But anyway, I'm gonna go rest my back, and we'll see you either tomorrow or Wednesday when we're hanging it up on the wall. Catch you later.